And that's it. I'm done with Torchwood, at least for another month. I'll be back to it sometime in June. Welcome to the Time Treadmill. I'm Ron, and these are my sweaty thoughts about Doctor Who. The End of Days, the season finale of the first season of Torchwood. It's okay. I guess I'd say it's kind of in the middle of the pack for Torchwood first season. It's not a bad episode, and it's certainly not as terrible as some of the very early Torchwood episodes. But it also doesn't have the emotional heft of some of the more recent episodes, like Out of Time and Captain Jack Harkness. It features the return of Billis Manger from the previous story, and he gets no real backstory or explanation other than for some reason he's a person who can step through cracks in time. And he triggers the return of Abaddon, the son of the beast, who you might remember from Impossible Planet, Satan Pit, and Doctor Who. And on the one hand, it makes sense for the big season finale to have a big world-ending event with a giant kaiju demon stomping around Cardiff. Honestly, the payoff's a little weak. It's just your typical, it feeds on life, so Captain Jack gives it more life than it can ingest, and it goes away and everything is magically back to normal. It's not the greatest bit of writing, and it's striving for some emotional payoff to other plot threads, like the relationship between Gwen and Owen, and Jack and Owen, and really, Owen in general. Problem being that Owen is easily the least likable character on the show, and it's not even a little bit sad when he dies next season. Spoilers. So there's all of that. The whole thing drives to a finale where Captain Jack finally hears the sound of the TARDIS coming in Cardiff Bay. This is the sole reason that Jack has been hanging around in Cardiff for the last 100+ years, was waiting for the Doctor to show up in the TARDIS to refuel with energy off the time rift. And even then, we don't even get to see the TARDIS. We just see the Doctor's severed hand bubbling away in its trunk. And we hear the sound of the TARDIS. But this is as close as Torchwood ever gets to having the Doctor on the show, which is, on the one hand, makes sense, on the other hand, is really kind of strange. The other spin-off shows get Doctor appearances on the regular, but Torchwood, not so much. I don't know. On the whole, I give this a passable score. It's not the great season finale that it hopes to be, but it's not a complete train wreck. Certainly the special effects are fine, but after such great stories in the previous weeks, it's a little bit of a letdown, but what can you do? Tomorrow, I move back into Doctor Who mode with the arrival of Martha Jones in Series 3, and what is really my favorite era of modern Doctor Who. So that's something to look forward to. I'll see you tomorrow.